first and foremost, you want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. No double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this little pushing this way in truth and in sincerity, risking their lives more now so than ever to do so. You know, to them brothers we say Shalom. Right? So, you out here, once again, doing with due diligence, trying to do what? Trying to wake up our people, get them in the morning before that last, you know what I mean, that last storm actually blew. Because we see these signs that we're coming into the time that, hey, prophecies are unfolding, things are happening. You know what I mean? Scriptures talk about what? Leaders have let's admit. You know what I mean? Scriptures also mention to what? Come out and warn people, whether they may or whether they forbid. You know what I mean? The onus is on them to take heed, whether they want to or not. Regardless if they want to or not. The words of the Lord will be void. You know? The prophecies will and must come to pass, regardless if they believe or not.
See, that way is the way you get. They choose to believe. You know, that's where we're going on to. See, the belief will come into that test when stuff starts to happen to them and they will realize that, wait, hold on, these men are true. You understand? That these men are right about the things they're talking about. You know? Wars and pestilences, the stuff that scripture mentioned that's supposed to happen again.
The hardships that this place are about to come into, because there is going to be a lot of hardship. You know what I mean? For example, Trinidad and Tobago just take a big loan from the IMF. You know what I mean? We went to the World Bank and take a big loan. Right? And we all know what has happened when a country take a loan from the IMF. You just owe them forever. You can't no paying them off. We established that. That's how we just work. Right? So, what this government doing to the country, people even fathom, they don't grasp the concept of what she really doing. All they're doing is weighing crime high, weighing this, the price of this going up. But they even understand next year after, they're just saying what she's setting up the country for. You know what I mean? Just the other day I see in some meeting, they represent Trinidad as Little America. You know, that says a lot. To be called Little America. Watch out, you don't know that. So imagine what going to happen here.
Earn that title, you have to be doing something.
Come on. You understand? It starts to call Trinidad again and gets to America. You know? So the same, what they don't understand is the same way. Babylon has to do it the same way here. You know? You know all this right?
Right, this is Sirach chapter 39 and verse 1. He said, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
Yeah, you will seek out the wisdom of the ancient, and you are occupied in prophecies. Right? Because why? You understand that these things come into pass, either came to pass or come into pass. Right? So therefore you are the blueprint of life. Right? Remember root for one education. Right? You are the blueprint of life. And they wouldn't walk out of that way. They wouldn't misstep, they wouldn't miss. It's like you're building a house. You have the blueprint, the schematics for the house. You wouldn't really have block out of place because all you have to do is put the block where the map says, put the block. You know what I mean? It's to be occupied in prophecies. Be occupied in prophecies. You know what I mean? It's say what? It will not tarry, wait on it, because at the end it shall speak. It will not tarry, wait for it. Because right now it's speaking, so that means what? Right now we're here.
There's a reason and the purpose to be in the scriptures. And this is really answers it, just like we were talking about before, where talking about other people, their basis of the trust, the belief, the whole defense is in society. Whereas for us, we're not on that same journey. We on that journey for the Lord. So when we see these things happening, because the last, the Lord soon come. However, we see that at some time, we see it's happening that we got to see what that was mentioned that happened at the end. And that's what the scripture, that was sort of by the prophecies, that that's what it's supposed to be. Always on the watch, always in the scripture. Say, watch and do. You know? Take heed.
They say how it talk. It says set me up on my watch. It never say give my day off. It never say applying for my 2 weeks vacation. As the brother say, always have to, this work is a constant thing. It's that you don't get no day off from this.
You crazy about that? Because before the camera start, we was talking about time.
because some videos I do have some myself, but let's do a part 2, you know, because they kind of run short on this one. And sometimes after I post the video, I say, you know, I could have bring up this precept
Yeah,
on.
you could add in.
I say, you know what? I will drop it down one time. I say, right, put part 2 on that. You know what I mean? So it's never, with the Lord, I just need to show you, with the Lord is never decrease, it's always an increase. You understand? It's always an increase, and you don't feel it fast. You know what I mean? Because I really know too. I could remember first time I come out on the highways with my lady point in time. I could remember that evening. I could tell you everything that happened that evening. I could remember that day. I can remember the day I wanted to come on and he said, nah, you're not ready yet. Yeah, so I remember them days.
Yeah. And you have something to bring up? Or you want to say?
Huh?
The Baruch farm. Oh, for sure.
I'll try and bring just one on it.
Because you both of them
Bring it
go
on
on
and
the
go
same
there.
day.
I'll go with Baruch 1. He said, Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1, he said, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever.
Yeah.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Yeah, all of that people should come to life, and they wasn't talking about life here. Wasn't talking about here in this place. Right? The life that is written out. You know what I mean? As I say, Hebrews is 13 and 14 or 14 and 15. I always mix up the number. We have no continuity here, but we seek one to come. Right? So the life eternal we're talking about is in the one to come. Yeah, it's temporal.
Spiritually.
Yeah, it's in the kingdom to come. What kingdom here? What we could want in this life? You know what I mean? Wherever we lack in this life, we will get over on that side. So we are worried. You know what I mean? Let's say what? Patience. The patience. I feel perfect with this. That's what this side is about. Patience. So now, the way you have to wait on it.
Patience and endurance.
Patience means what? Suffering in silence and endurance. You can't have patience without endurance. It's the same thing in a sense. You know? Bring it Joshua.
Bring me Joshua.
Yeah,
Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. He said, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
Yeah.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Yeah, you will make your way prosperous and you will have a good success. So just talk about what the Lord will even make your enemies to serve you. Roughly paraphrasing. You know what I mean? Because why? You're meditating on what He said to you. You're using your excess of time or the time that you have. So because at the end of the day, men still are life too. Yeah, we're being patient. Yes, we do need to cut it out. But you still have to eat. You still have, men might have families to see out. You know what I mean? Men still have things to attend to as well. However, seek ye first the kingdom. And everything else will be added. It never say it will be taken away. It say it will be added. Right? So the same way, everything else will be added. Everything else will become in surplus. Right? It might feel like it's being taken away on this side, this way, in this kingdom. You understand? Because nothing here built to last. Right? Because who I was talking to, right? The boss, I was working in the morning. She told me, boy, trying to set her salary because she and all not physically. She has issues now, ailments now, right? So she's come and sometimes I do cut something, but not on the menu. I will use it for maybe more healthy ingredients than we use for the restaurant now.
Yeah.
Olive oil, avocado oil, you put no butter, no all-purpose, little salt and black pepper. That is what she see. You know what I mean? Because for a while back she ate it now. She said, sure, you know the second giant thing I like cook from the other day. Or you have a little bachelor fridge in my room, but you know all spoiled, you know, it's because the fridge can't go out. And she tried with a new fridge. I say, general, nothing in this world right now the building last, you know. Everything the building for a certain time to mash up and say, I have to get a fresh one. So imagine that is the mindset of the architects of this world. They're making everything with an expiration date. Right? How a man who's seeking eternity can be happy in this world? You know what I mean? And that is why we occupy ourselves in the prophecies and the scriptures. Because we know the things to come will always be greater than the things that are not. You know what I mean? Everything that is now not going to be here. You know what I'm saying? You know more in the shop?
Yeah. No, that is it.
That is it? Alright, give me just when I have one, and this one.
Yes, I'm good. Yeah, good. We'll bring something, right?
Right.
If you look at Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15, it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. That's what it's supposed to be. When you walk in a especially time like we, just recently they talk about our virus, right?
Yeah.
Now when you read the scriptures, one of the as leaders, as I was saying, that one of the famous scriptures that people know is offhand, right? They don't even need to know the Bible, right? But they know offhand.
Believe in the Bible.
It's Matthew 24, which goes into the shall be wars and rumors of wars. All these, they know that. They know that. Just like how there's quote, they would say don't judge, but they might think, oh, what's that one is the same way like this, right?
Yeah, the same way they would know John 3:16, but they know the verse.
But they know the verse, right? So the same way they will quote it. But when it goes to show that they have a zeal according to knowledge. It goes to show that they didn't even know what they're talking about. Is that when you read that Matthew 24, they tell you the disciples would ask them for a sign
Of his
coming, and what signs of the end. They was giving them, tell them about, hey, this is what might happen. When they read it, they tell you about what? Wars, rumors of wars,
pestilence, famine, sword.
No, for example, I like that way it's even prophesying prophecies. Every single week, you see certain things happening that playing off. Like for example, with the rising oil prices, right? Credit card debt is the highest it has ever been. And if you know anything, when credit card debt go high, it goes to show a failing economy where we talk about inflation.
No one should have, because the value of your dollar
It's
dwindling.
You understand? So the other thing is fertilizer, right? So with high oil prices, we have fertilizer problems where fertilizer can reach farmers, which will do a trickle-down effect where the farmers now they wouldn't have crops. We do the crops, groceries can't get what product. Groceries can't get product, and these people can't get food. Which farming, right? So like for example, the farmers already mentioned that the world is going through a farming process. You wouldn't feel it now, but you feel it in months to come. Where due to the fact of the war that takes place in the Middle East, stuff can't reach out. Right? So now you'll get inflation, high inflation as well, like hyperinflation. Then you'll get what? You'll get famine because products can't reach. This is where it's caused. Like our government down here, they already mentioned one. In the coming months that it will have shortages, that they're prepared for shortages now. That would bypass a common jig because here why? They're not paying attention, they're not watching, they're not occupied. So they wouldn't, you know what they would be occupied in? A party, a fair. With these things will show you the aspect of how bad it is, how bad it gets, because we don't watch it. This morning I was reading, that's why I was trying to find back here, right? Let me get it quick, right? Let's get it quick. This is the article from a news page that come out this morning, right? Yeah. So this is Watch Group news page. They say major oil and gas CEOs warn that global energy system will change sufficiently due to the war with Iran, right? So even if it's stopped, even if it prolonged, like what it is right now is that the so-called ceasefire, right? Now it also had military attacks, but even the ceasefire, even in the midst of the ceasefire, it still increases. So it don't really damage as it's supposed to do. Now we know the scriptures talk about the trap and the certain snares that will put out because they wanted to be that way because of the system that they wanted to implement, which goes on the part of what the MT, right? While these things, while the dollar is crashing, you're seeing some of these guys like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, they're going around meetings and interviews, going on podcasts talking about, hey, we bringing something that will help. They talk about the UPIs, right? I think Bill Gates said
talking about that. I think there's 3 countries this week alone. Don't tell the so the since you're going on digital ID on the way. I think it's Italy. And next small country it's Italy. And 2 other countries this week alone. Done the government and let them know earlier. Somebody tell them by 2027 it's digital ID. Don't worry about this. Somebody say by 2030, but we know them are the time right to follow. You understand? But they don't say, them 2 countries already, the government already tell them it's digital. And watch me, the one in Italy, I think the government tell them if you don't do it, you won't have access to public or private
Healthcare.
services now.
Services.
So obviously we're talking healthcare, we're talking national insurance, we're talking life. The same thing show up say, you don't subscribe to the digital society. You will be left behind. You understand? I mean they said it, but just in nicer words. Brother,
So this was a little article that came from a guy, right? But a little news. He said that Bill Gates recently said that if you don't have the digital ID by 2028, you'll be isolated from society, right? So this is the aspect of it when it comes to like when does no one come. Now, you might say, well, I don't why. There's a protest. They're not going to stop anything. For example, they already see this thing avoid what's going to happen. Right? These things happen nonetheless. The same way the Lord said, for all means that is the beginning of sorrow. This is just the beginning. And get worse. Things that's always happened, it's trickle down. It just don't happen, boom. It's not a trickle down effect. It's not a trickle down effect, right? Where today might be small, tomorrow it will be medium, and then it will reach what? Large. It's the same way, for example, like a good example of that is like crime, right? Crime, it was small at the beginning, and here we go talk about it how 1 year after a year. But due to the fact that they've never had a fix it to the issue, it get to the medium and then reach to where it is now. And eventually, and we know it's going to get worse. Now I'm just speaking about that on a common scale. I know you can be true. Don't say what the people have to try what.
wax full. Because iniquity shall abound. The love of many shall wax full.
Right. That's what it is. The iniquity abound because who in charge? You understand? The wicked rule. They expect this. Daniel 12 verse 10. It says, see the wicked shall do what? But the wicked shall do. That's all they can do. So when these things play out, right? As mentioned, that is what the scripture says to us what? Always watch, but take heed, because now Jesus is a purpose of why it happened. There's a purpose of why these things eventually one day you wake up a morning, you get a call. Now don't come to work. Can't pay you.
You go call you
Next time you come to work, or you might one day you might go to the grocery and you will be able to buy it.
Yeah, because I'm no saying we don't
So let me now trickle it down to what happened now. Right? We trickle down to what happened now. Rising oil prices, it crashes every single thing. There's a reason why Esau won oil. It's called what? Black gold. Liquid gold, I should say. Liquid gold. It's from a purpose. It's the same way like how they fight for the uranium to make the chips. Because they want to be the number one when it comes to chipping.
You want to be dependent on them.
Yeah.
Come to us.
Why they fight for the chips? Because they want. They know the next system to come is
going to be dependent on that.
On the chips. You understand? So they want it, they need it. Right? Watch out. Have China not to
They want to be second or equal to nobody. They want to be supreme control.
If you're going to look up why they want Taiwan is number one for chipping technology. Right? Taiwan is basically an aspect of China. Right?
Yeah, like a subsidy.
So America wants it. For that reason, the same way they want it. Ukraine is for not as well, not as food. You understand? So the scripture says you don't want to be like a food. You know? You want to be like a food. Always when you get scripture, I say, take heed, be on the watch. Right? Always on the watch. Because simple thing like that, like somebody saying, they say this. That might bypass it because what? Your mindset, these people's mindset is something else. Alright. Egg. What's the price of egg right now?
Accurate?
No, that's one.
That's one. I think $3.
Alright. How much it was last month?
That was only that price. You see,
No,
last month.
Not last month, a while before. A little time before.
But I know for
Well, certain areas go sell it slightly different price.
I'm talking about
rural is always be more expensive.
I'm talking about commercial price.
Because just to add, I believe last time I bought a critter egg here, I pay $50, but all the time before, they say like at 2 months before, I was paying $55 now, right?
Yeah, it's a different size.
So let me show you how it is skip. I mentioned it earlier. Month of 250, right? This month $3, right? Just like that, it's a skyrocket. Just in an instant, you just see it raise heavily. Now, a man might say, well, it is 50 cents, but it's 50 cents for one product. What about the other products? No, you're getting for that. No, this way
Oil.
to show oil,
Butter,
bread,
onion.
wherever you might want to show it.
Yeah, to make a
Like
meal.
before, I used to pay some like $43 a pack of sugar. Now it's $48.
You don't go for it. You know how much potato you used to get for $10 on that?
Cause yeah, I buy
You get two.
And they watch
What?
like I plenty.
you getting what?
Two.
What?
One.
For how much?
For about $10 now, roughly.
I buy 4 pound of potato just last week for $10.
Convenience.
So it's like this. Obviously, if the grocery price raise, if you want to happen to the rest of places, they will raise as
Yeah,
well.
they will raise obviously. So, because most people does, as you said, by shopping and grocery, not money people will go in the market. So it's not convenient for them.
So read this here. It says, seeing then that you work circumspectly in the food for the price, redeeming its sign because the days are evil. So it's telling you why. The scripture is telling you why to be circumspect. It's telling you why to always be on watch. Because the days are evil. So now go back to that one I said before. I think it was just day before I was doing a video, but it's somebody who was explaining what I had on the chart, right? On the chart they had a blue and a red piece, right? The blue is the blue's energy and the red is oil, right? So it's showing you what the blues for like more monetary. So like credit card and so forth. And he gave an example of how high the prices is right now compared to the time, right? And then when you read the red, now the red is what will affect everybody. Whereas the blue, not everybody have a credit card, not everybody have this, not everybody will deal with that side. But the red is where everybody will touch. So the red goes into like oil, whereas this side was this energy and whatever it is and so forth. This is this oil. So the first line was due to the war, it raises everything, right? Fertilizer, transportation, inflation, food, because everything depends on it. It's a reason why, you know, when you go to a place and you ask them, they might tell you that they don't have the product. It's not because well, they don't have it, they didn't bring it. It's because it can't reach. You understand? Oil itself, like shipments and so forth, they have to pay for it. They're on sanction and all right now, right? You don't have anything like the same natural good, right? So you can become dependent on it. But what we do now is what? We have oil. But we do the oil. They control it. So we say that the country is over the damn piece of money from them. So it goes to show that when things raise and things are way, only one way exempted. Like some people feel that when that pain comes to America, they can leave and come down here. But they're going to be bad. They're going to be the same thing. You understand? So that is said to be circumspect always only what? Redeeming in time because what? Days are evil. Days are evil.
Yeah, the definition of circumspect is
Right.
it's a circumspect. Describes someone who is cautious, prudent, and carefully considers all risks.
I said cautious, prudent, and what?
Carefully considers all risks, circumstances, or potential consequences before acting or speaking.
I always say be occupy the prophecies for a reason. Every single day you see something coming up. And one of the major prophecies that you hear in a country passing a law about them becoming digitalized. You understand? Or going cashless. You know? Every single CBDC, yeah, these CBDCs and all this other stuff.
I think it was last week or week before we island had two instances where they said they're digitalizing certain ministries. Yeah.
Remember they set up everything for the digital currency? How do we set up for the digital society? Right, so the infrastructure is on computing.
And I
No.
believe, but Salakia, I mean, look at there, but I believe this week I see an article where they say that they get permission to use the crypto to. I didn't take up it.
Central bank gives them permission to
yeah.
use cryptocurrencies. Understand what we're talking about? Because it was that the central bank didn't authorize
Right,
them, and they say
can't.
all these people who doing trading, like this example, I'll take a couple of people this time here now. They're trading, I forget the name. There was some big thing in trading, but I think
Trillionaires?
Yeah, but them get cramped due to central bank, because central bank was like, we never give the permission to sell this in the country.
They also get cramped because of the scam and also too.
Yeah.
People central bank come on them, but again, you have to wait and how they want them. In banks coming down heavily on something. They try to make money from the one stream.
They want selling
full control.
cryptocurrencies themselves. So if you go in central bank, you could buy
Cryptocurrency.
yeah, I mean, because like everything going and operate on that system, on that digital system, on your phone, you scan. You have no money, you would need a wallet. Next step, your wallet. Your wallet in your car and go away now. Your wallet at home. You know? Everything will be digital. Zephaniah 1 for sure.
Alright, this is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 12.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the what's the point, man? That's the treasures in this life.
Storehouses.
You know what I mean? Because you set not up for yourself treasures when moth and dog corrupt and thieves breaking and steal. Right? But you know what you could do? So Jerusalem with a candlestick, man, and punish the man who would settle on the leaves. Find comfort here according to our brother. You get your consolation. You know what I mean? You want to get consolation as that's what peace of but I've not known me. You understand? You want to get a consolation on this side. Right? That's not a joke, we're gonna get out this side. John 14, it's John 14, they will not receive the consolation, but have not known me. I know they are apocrypha. What you have received now. And say, them that receive their consolation but have not known me.
Nah, I feel like a prison. And have not
Prison with them? We use 624.
That's not, huh? That's not, I feel like I'm going to open
No,
now.
I think it's in the apocrypha. I honestly believe it's in the apocalypse.
Yeah, but just now. Second is just 9 and 10.
Wait till.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Benefits, yeah, I'm still paraphrasing it, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
9 and what?
9 and 10.
Yeah, this
Read
is
from this, read from this.
From verse 3. No, 2. You can start from it.
start from one
Start
and go
from
up.
it. Start from it. Start from it. Start from it.
See, this is second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1.
Yeah.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself,
Yeah.
and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hit it with a image. Time by what he said.
By the signs.
Yeah, but now you can download that and see what. And see. You know what? You have to be looking, you have to be alert, you have to be watching, right? You have to be circumspect. You can't be as of now one. You can't be on your leads. Good leads. As of now one means what? Settled. You can't be settled like dregs. So when you look it up, they give you dregs as a reference now, but like you don't understand. When you say I'm on the leads, meaning when you settle, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Like dregs at the bottom of the Mogadis. They get settle at the bottom. Right? That we see will destroy them. That's settled because why? They get comfortable. Them fellas nothing the watchtower watching. Come up the lineman, boxing pot. And they might come up on top. Hey, now done. Come on top hole. I'm enjoying myself. Right.
Right. So you say verse 3, he said, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
I think it's like I think it's 3 a week we have now. The last thing I checked it was 3. So I think over the 5 point whatever now. Like the ones that don't consider threatening. I think it's 3 billion breaks a week.
See, I see this thing. Whatever side there's truck earthquakes, right? When you look it up, I think the field is like thousands of earthquakes per day. I think right now we are the highest. Every single time that you are checking, it's always
big
reaching
numbers.
highest. It's always passes, always surpass the last.
Okay, the last check the way.
That's why they do something called when they say record breaking earthquake. They don't check records by acting earthquake, right? By how much? They check it by how big.
Well, I'll tell you from what I see, something I was seeing, I was reading, and it say, well, it have earthquakes, but they don't count the ones or they don't mention